Hey Sonali, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you, sir?
I'm good too. Thank you. So can you tell us something about yourself?
Yeah, actually, I'm living in Pune. I'm working in Beris Technology right now as a software tester.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
uh, about my work profile, I'm especially I'm working in SAP ISU system.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Mm, we have a Malaysia-based client,
Okay.
and we are working for them. And, uh, my role and responsibilities are to make test cases and get review it. Once it approved, I will go for test. Once the application is available
Mm-hmm.
for I go for testing. And if I find any bug, then I make a bug report, and I will send it to developer team. Once it get fixed, again I recheck, and once application is working, I'm preparing. One application is ready for customer. I will then I prepare SIT documents and
Mm-hmm.
some reports. These are my roles and responsibility right now.
Great.
And yeah,
Mm. Okay. Okay. Great. Great. Okay. So can you tell me more about this domain? What is SAP ISU domain? What is this domain about? Hmm.
it is
Take your time. No hurries.
yes,
Be relaxed.
it is system application product.
Mm-hmm.
And ISU means it is based on utility industries. It is this model is for especially for utility industries. If some utility industries are providing services to their customer, then this model will helpful for them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, for billing and invoicing, making some reports and dunning processes, as well as sending invoices.
Mm-hmm.
So many things involves in SAP as model.
Invoicing based model is there, you're telling.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what kind of modules apart from invoicing you have?
Mm, now I'm working in SAP ISU only, and
Mm.
uh, for one more project, we are working in API testing, but uh, their legacy system is it transferred to the SAP system. Then we do it for API, and as well as we are test API as well as we are perform API testing for that client, and CDWS system. We get
Mm.
we fetch the data from CDWS and get it into Postman API or in Postman browser or Chrome browser, and we test it. And as per their client requirement, we are fetching the data and preparing reports for them.
Mm. Mm. Okay. Fine. So you're telling you are validating the invoicing, the billing things, right? So can you
Yes.
tell me five test scenarios that you will be doing testing as a part of this billing or this invoicing feature? Five test scenarios that are important.
Okay.
Mm.
Uh, once we have a customer, it should have moving. The customer should be moving once he join the client company. It should be
Mm.
moving. Once
Mm.
moving happen, then it is that customer will be billable.
Okay.
And yeah, and there are so many, documentation, security deposit, contract account,
mm,
uh, and the customer data. All things we are preparing. We are preparing contract. That is in there are two modules.
mm,
One is B and one is TMD, the business technical master data, and technical master data. Sorry,
mm,
business master data and technical master data. Business master data. The all information we are gathering from client,
mm,
customer,
mm,
and technical master data while we are providing services. Utility services for the particular customer. Then first we go for a connection object, then premises, then installation. These are the technical things actually. And once his customer move in, he will be billable. And first for time period we are processing bill for him.
mm,
Once first we have to take a bill order for that particular customer. Once bill order is to get ready, we go for bill
mm,
meter reading process. Nowadays, it is we are having smart meter in some of countries,
mm,
uh, and like that. Once meter reading get uploaded, it should be get validated.
mm,
We are validating that it is not implausible, and means implausible means it should not uh, more or less than expected values or expected reading.
mm,
And based on that, once it validated, we go for invoicing. For invoicing, we have transaction code ECB. In invoicing, we are checking that uh, customer that consumption. We are calculating the consumption and bill amount for a specific bill amount for that customer.
mm,
And the in invoice some taxes are get added, some fees, additional fees are these some factors should be get added while invoicing, processing fee and all these things. And once invoice is ready, then we communicate to we send to the customer, and we collect the amount for that. And again we check that amount should get debited to their account.
mm,
And if it is not debited in a particular time, then we go for dunning procedure. In dunning procedure, yeah, we are we inform the client about their pending bills and pending invoices that you have to uh, debit it, like that. these
okay.
all these all things.
You are
uh,
testing. Fine.
yeah.
Fine. So basically, when someone asks you this question, right? So you can tell in a nutshell, in a summary, that you will be having different modules as a part of this particular application. Well, one is master data management that you were telling. Another is you might be having device management. You might have meter reading. You might have billing and invoicing. In billing and invoicing, we'll discuss in detail. Then you have customer service, which is move in process, move out process that you were telling. Then you have integration testing, you have and all the different testing that you have to map, then contracts account. So whatever the features that you are having, whatever the modules that you are having, based on that you have to tell about, okay, these are the modules in which I am doing functional testing. Okay, now let's take one of the functionality, which is the move in process that you were telling. In a move in process, when a new customer is trying to use that application for the first time, you will be giving that access to the customer, and then they would be successfully moved in. Okay, so can you tell me test scenarios for move in process, just the high level test scenarios?
Okay.
Mhm.
If customer is moving, then
Just high level scenarios is fine. Hmm.
Once customer is moving,
Mm,
first we take go for installation.
mm,
Then in installation screen, if you get the contract number,
mm,
means the contract is get established
mm,
by- in customer and particular in a company. Then uh, the contract is get contract number is getting display in
correct,
installation.
correct.
We first we check that scenario, is that contract number is getting displayed or not.
Mm,
This is the first I will check if
right.
customer get move in.
Okay.
And then we go for uh, their document in same installation screen only. We
Mm-hmm.
have documents, sorry.
Take your time, no worries. That's fine. No need to
Mm,
speak sorry. No need to say sorry. It's a mock interview. Take your
in
time. Do you want me to give you a hint? Maybe
yeah,
wait.
please.
I'll I'll share my screen. Wait. Give me a moment. Let me share the screen. Okay. Is the screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. So as you can see, these are all the scenarios related to move in. Now, how are you moving in any customer? So you'll be using CRM or you might be using ISU. So you'll validate first the positive scenario. Moving is successfully created with a contract for some any valid customer who is having valid entering valid details. Once valid is done, then what you will do, you'll check for the inactive one, right? Negative test scenario. Then you should get some
Okay.
error, right? Now backdated move-in. That means if you're trying to enter a past date for the move-in, okay? Because billing starts from the entered date, from the today's date only. There cannot be
Yes,
past date
yes.
for that.
Right.
Duplicate move-in. If there is some customer who is trying to move in the same date and who is already having active installation, this is one of the negative scenario again. Okay, move in, uh, duplicate move in, then move in without device installed. So that is again move in will be rejected. Moving with missing contract account or missing some important details, missing some required fields, mandatory fields, then again error should be thrown. Move in and build generation. So perform move in and simulate billing, right? So billing should be successful in this case. So then you can check the address and installation data. You can have one or two more scenarios. So these are the scenarios related to move in. Okay.
Okay.
Now tell me the scenarios with respect to move out on the same basis. So you got an idea, right? How to come up with the test scenarios.
Yes.
You
For
might be
move out,
working in and out. Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead. Hmm.
for more, we will check like same contract account number. It should not be get display in installation screen. And if the customer first for move out, we are calculating the final bill. We are
Hmm.
going to calculate the final bill. We estimate the final bill, and once we have security deposit, we this is the process actually
Hmm.
but it getting display in invoice, so we have to check all these things. So
Okay. Hmm.
yeah, once a move happen, then we go for final read. And
Okay.
on the basis of final read, we char the customer is billable for that bill.
Hmm.
And if once final bill and all things is done, then a contract is break, means contract break means we are not having any contract account number or for that particular customer,
Hmm.
like. And then for move out, we will check that device should not get display for that customer, and MRV meter reading unit also should not get display for that.
Hmm.
uh, Once moving is done and all thing gets settled,
Hmm.
and we go for invoice checking. to get that amount get settled
Okay.
from customer. Just that amount get debited to their account.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's say for this functionalities, move in is there, move out is there, invoicing is there, billing is there. If you have to come up with a smoke test suite, right? The manager is telling you to Sonali that you have to design a smoke test suite which covers the basic functionalities of each and every module, right? So how many test cases will you keep in the smoke test suite?
Smoke test for same scenario we have
Yeah.
discussed.
Let's say we discuss now move in, move out in a very detailed manner. Similarly, you have invoicing module, you have billing module, you have another modules as well. Now, I want you to come up with a smoke test suite of
Mm.
this particular flow. So end-to-end flow, but in a smoke test purpose. So that should not take 4 hours or 8 hours like that. From the smoke testing
Mm.
perspective, high level testing you have to perform of this SAP ISU domain kind of application. So what all checkpoints will you keep in your smoke test suite?
First we go to the transaction code. Sorry, first we go to the mode screen.
First move
Then,
out or first move in will do both.
oh, sorry.
First move in will happen, right?
First, moving.
Yeah.
First, if we go for moving,
Hmm.
then we are providing business master data
Correct.
and some technical master data.
Yes. Yes.
And while moving, the contract is get established,
Hmm.
and the contract account should get display
Okay.
uh, for for same date,
Hmm.
and customer now onwards he will be billable.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, and for
Hmm.
we are checking date device get installed
Okay.
first, and we are checking that if it is residential customer, then what meter reading unit is getting allocated for him. What type of you know if it should not meter reading should not be you, whichever meter reading we are allocate him or use him for billing, it is related to the residential, not for industrial, because there are different type of meter reading unit. Meter rate types, rate types are different. So I will check as well. I will check that as well. That
Hmm.
for if customer is residential, accordingly the meter unit get allocate to him. Um,
Right.
if customer having some facts facts, it should get allocate to their account.
Hmm.
If customer getting some benefit or any subsidy kind of thing from government, then that things will get display in contract, uh, in facts, or we are checking these things in facts and flags.
Hmm.
And for moving, this scenario I will check.
Hmm.
And while moved, same. First, we estimated while doing mode, the we have the process which calculate the final bill. We validate the final bill,
Hmm.
that it should not get implausible. If it is plausible, it should not get implausible finally, because some companies are having some criterias while final billing they are doing, that bill should not and get very less as expected value,
Hmm.
should not be very less as expected value. So we will check, validate the final bill as well. And after final bill, we will check that the customer is not billable afterwards, or For that, we will go to the transition code EL31, where that it should display in. Sorry, I can't explain everything.
No problem. So you don't have to explain as well. See,
Yeah.
in a smoke test, I'm just asking you what you will cover in the smoke test. In a high level, you just tell, I'll go with one of the customer or one of the entity, move in, perform the transactions, move out, ensure that it is successfully done. So just go with the flow. You just imagine a kind of diagram in which square type of blocks are created and there are arrows that are moving from one block to another. You don't have to explain in detail about the functionalities. You just have to tell about how you are going to test it. What would be your testing approach? Simple. Make it very simple. It is up to you. You have to answer it. So rather than making it complex and then answering it, it would get more complex. So it is better you make it simple and you answer it simple. All right.
Yeah.
See, SAP, ISU, right? This kind of domains are there in which the interviewers might not be having that much kind of a knowledge. So if you are going into those details, if you are touching those areas, and the interviews, they will have 30 minutes, 45 minutes at the max. At the end of the day, they have to fill their timesheets and they have to leave for the home. So
Yeah.
you have to make sure that you perform in an interview in such a manner that they are able to take the decision whether it's a yes or it's a no. And for you, it should be a yes, right? You have to make sure that it should be a yes for you. So you speak in those terms. Okay. How you will see that application from the testing point of view? Simple. Okay. Smoke testing. Let's say you design some test cases, test scenarios. Now, how much time do you take to perform smoke testing? Time.
Uh, Once test cases are ready and test
Hmm.
scenarios are ready, then it might be 2 to 3 hours for moving
Smoke
more.
test. For smoke test, you'll
Mock
take
test,
two,
yes.
3 hours.
Mock test,
O-
especially.
Okay. Let's say if there are two people who are doing this smoke testing, then how much time would it take?
Two people, if are there, then maybe 2 hours enough for smoke testing.
Okay, let's say if you are a single person, you are taking 2 to 3 hours. If there are two people, still it will be 2 hours, or would it reduce to maybe 1 hour?
No, because though we are two people,
Hmm.
but we will cross check to each other that have you tested this scenario? Have you work like have you check these points? So for discussion also it will take time.
Okay,
Means
maybe at the initial level, maybe when you are doing for 1 or 2 days, it might take some time since you are discussing and doing the things. But then going forward, also, do you think that discussion is required?
no, once
Let's say once you get
if
some hands-on.
roles and responsibility are get uh, we know what we have to go. We are going to test, and definitely it will not take time for discussion.
Right, right. Because then you will be having that expectations with her or maybe another tester, and they also will have some kind of expectations with you. Okay, yeah, this will be taken care by Sonali, so not an issue. Okay, fine. So now let's move to your favorite module, invoicing. Okay, now tell me high level three scenarios for invoicing module. High level three scenarios that you have to perform testing.
Okay.
Hmm.
High level scenario means
Test scenarios, just one liner. Verify this, verify this, verify this, like that.
if bill is getting implausible, then
Hmm. Then,
this is the high level scenario.
hmm.
And if while we are calculating bill, once meter read is available while calculating the bill consumption,
Hmm.
if some it get outsorted or maybe it is not getting accepted. Means it, if in problem in making, calculating bill,
Mm.
that is also a big, I think, high level scenario.
Right,
If,
right.
if a user is not able to calculate the bill,
Mm.
and if a customer is, every customer has some portion, that a particular area, we are calculating this much amount only, but the bill is not getting calculated by that aspect. That is
Okay,
also a big scenario.
okay.
That is also a high level scenario.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good scenario. Mm.
Yes.
What else? Mm.
And while invoicing,
Mm.
if everything is correct, the consumption, and we calculate the bill amount is okay, but some additional benefits are not getting added, or
Mm.
any additional fees is not getting added to
Mm.
their invoice. It is also high level scenario.
Okay. Let me show you some of the scenarios. So this is good. Apart from this, you can also add a few of the things like this. So bill simulation, you'll validate calculation before bill generation. You'll generate the bill and then you'll verify the amount. You reverse a bill document and then you'll validate the results. Bill recreation, you'll regenerate a bill and confirm the updated values. Verify tariff application, right? I'm not sure if this is applicable. Check billing period. So if you take some mid period of bill, then you can check whether it's going properly, or if you are
Yeah.
doing some changes in the devices and then you check the meter replacement, then you can test the mid period
Yeah.
device changes.
Actually, I have work on these scenarios, but couldn't.
So why are you getting nervous? If you have already worked, you just have to speak those things in an interview, right?
Yes.
See, today I am sitting here. Tomorrow someone else would be there, right? The difference is just that you have to explain the things that you are already doing it. So in your company, in your work, you are already doing it. Now you just have to put it on this particular in the interview. That's it, right? If you have already worked it, that's a good thing. If you haven't worked it but you are trying to there are some candidates, they haven't worked but they'll try to um, explain everything, then they might get caught. But you don't have to worry since you have already have the real time knowledge. uh, Okay. Do you have this service order kind of functionality wherein you are creating service orders, you are canceling service orders, you are tracking some service order integration with billing? Do you have those kind of functionalities?
Mm, Actually,
Mm.
not
Not now,
get a
no?
chance to work
Okay,
on it.
fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Not an issue. Okay. Now let's say you are in an offshore team. There is an onshore team who will be
Yeah.
doing the user acceptance testing. And
Mm.
they are telling that Sonali, you have to design user acceptance test cases for them or scenarios for them. So can you tell me one end-to-end UAT test scenario in which you will be assigning that test scenario to them and the functionality, majority of the functionality would be covered. Can you tell me end-to-end test scenario from UAT perspective? User acceptance testing perspective, they are not the testers. They might be subject matter experts, they might be some experts from the product, from the application point of view, who are having good product knowledge. They want to do testing. Okay. You cannot assign negative test cases to them.
Yeah. Um, the customer want the bill. they are having some, they change their billing
Hmm.
format.
Hmm.
And according to their changes, uh, according to their requirement, we have the uh, developers do their changes, and after changes, that scenario, it is not getting display in bill and bill form also. There are some requirement that also not getting display in bill form.
Hmm.
So then I perform a testing for that, which point are missing out from, after seeing or after studying SRS document.
Hmm.
That points are not get covered. We have to work on it, and then that was the scenario I remember, that
Hmm.
bill about bill form, that some point are missed out from our team. Then I point out it and it worked. And after that, we go that bill format to check to the client, and they check it, and they accept. It was worked well. It was perfect for them.
Okay. This was one of the test scenario that was tested by them.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What is the difference between test scenario and a test case?
Uh, this scenario, test cases are the step involved in test scenario, and
These are
test,
involved in test scenario.
there are a number of steps in one scenario.
Hmm. Okay. So, um, a test scenario is a one-liner thing, but in a test case, you will have multiple lines. It will be a detailed kind of explanation. Whereas
Detailed
test scenario,
explanation of
yeah, yeah, test scenario is a single one-line thing, a short summary kind of thing. What else?
Mm. For one scenario, we have to write multiple test cases,
Correct, correct.
and for multiple test cases, expecting result is different, and the scenario we are checking what result expecting, that is also different. Expected result,
Mm,
that is
mm.
also different. End result.
Okay. What else?
Test scenario is including in test plan and test cases. We have to means I only decide which test cases is for the particular requirement, which cases we will use.
How you would come to know which test case will you use for which test scenario?
Actually, I will write it,
Mm.
and the test lead
From test
approve it.
scenarios, from test scenarios, you'll design the test cases, right? From
Yes.
test
Yes.
cases, you'll execute those test cases, and it might happen that one of the scenario is working end to end, one of the scenario might not be working end to end. Some of the test case might fail for some particular scenarios. It might happen for one test scenario, the positive test cases are working fine, but negative might not work. All right, so those kind of things might happen. Okay, Sonali, I am done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let
Have
me.
you worked in SAP ISU?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Let me have a conversation with you.